What's going on, everyone? This is the Notorious Base, and we are back again with another no-damage playthrough. This is Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, the 1999 version, and we're playing it on the PC SourceNext edition. We are doing a S-rank, no damage, all cutscenes, and only 2 saves in the entire game run. I am also joined by fellow content creator and horror enthusiast, Ant Zombie Slayer. What's up, Ant? How you been, man?
Good. Glad to be back again. I always love when we do these commentaries together. It's always a lot of fun.
It's always a blast, and me and Anthony have been working on the Resident Evil trilogy with commentary for quite a bit now, and yeah, Resident Evil 3 is finally here. I am currently finishing up the no save, no damage version of this run, which will be done very soon-ish, yeah, and we're going to just take it from there. This run has a lot of really important information. We're using the HD texture pack, right? The HD mod by Team X. Shout out to them, the Classic Rebirth Edition. And all cutscenes, as I said, are in the run. So without further ado, let's get right into the run.
Resident Evil.
It all began as an ordinary day in September. An ordinary day in Raccoon City. A city controlled by Umbrella. No one dared to oppose them, and that lack of strength would ultimately lead to their destruction. I suppose they had to suffer the consequences of their actions, but there would be no forgiveness. If only they had had the courage to fight. It's true that once the wheels of justice begin to turn, nothing can stop them. Nothing. It was Raccoon City's last chance, and my last chance. My last escape.
This is Chopper Delta, preparing to drop off at area E95070. Over.
What are they?
Waiting orders. Over. All units proceed to Richmond and Victoria. All right.
Let's do it. Let's move. Go, 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 go! Fire! Come and get me! Son of a... They're everywhere! Don't give up! There are too many! Don't hold back! Go! Where are they? Where did they come from? It's pointless! Take this! Die! You want some more?
Okay, we're back. Farewell to my
That was
life.
intense.
Yeah, farewell to my home. This is her last chance for survival. So we're going to start off. We have Jill's OG costume on for this run.
Nice. I always loved that cutscene. That first cutscene where it was so cool.
Oh, it's badass. So we're just going to go ahead and knock this zombie back. You could dodge him, but sometimes he goes turbo, and it is not worth it. And we have another cutscene.
September 28th, daylight. The monsters have overtaken the city. Somehow, I'm still alive. Okay, we've got to get out of here.
What?
What do you think you're talking about? I just lost my daughter out there. How dare you tell me to go back outside?
I'm sorry about your daughter, but there isn't gonna be any rescue. We have to get out of here.
No! I'm not going anywhere. I'd rather starve to death in here than be eaten by one of those undead monsters. Now leave me alone! I told you! I'm not leaving! Never!
All right, Dario, chill out, my man. All right, we're back. So now the run begins. We're going to go ahead and grab the Tony's Arms handgun bullets, which are exclusively there for hard mode. Again, we're playing this on hard mode. In the this is actually the Japanese PC version. So they do have a heavy mode as well, which makes all boss battles have an extra 100 HP. Yeah, I wasn't messing around with that. It's definitely doable, just didn't want to do
the
it.
regular game just has easy or hard difficulty. There's no normal.
Yeah, it's
just weird.
So what we did was we grabbed the 2 gunpowder A's. Now this game has gunpowder, and it's going to be utilized a lot to make different types of ammo. We combined both of them to make extra handgun ammo, and now we're going to head to the Raccoon City streets.
While you do that, I did have my Resident Evil 3 Nemesis PlayStation Greatest Hits PS1 game here.
Yeah.
I'm just going to read from the back. So it says, just days after surviving the grisly disaster at the Jill Valentine resigns from STARS and attempts to escape Nightmare City in ruins.
Interesting.
Trapped in a town crawling with hordes of flesh-eating zombies, hideous mutants, and a relentless new nemesis, she must rely on cunning and brute force to stay alive. What she soon discovers is the evil created by Umbrella Corporation's biotech terror is even more horrifying than she ever imagined. Some secrets come back to haunt you.
So, thank you for reading that. I wanted Anthony to actually read that because this actually ties into a lot of what happens post RE1, right? The STARS members go into hiding and basically they're on the run. Jill is one of the last remaining STARS members inside of Raccoon City. Chris apparently, charted a course for Umbrella HQ in Europe. No idea where Barry is, and Brad is somewhere around here. As you guys saw, we're basically just clearing out some zombies. Zombies in this game.
I just saw a guy with like a life jacket running around. So.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what that
someone just
vest.
got destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It was that too. Got completely devoured.
So we're going to go ahead and equip the shotgun. We have the lighter fluid that we grabbed downstairs as well as the shotgun. And we're going to line these 2 guys up that, as you could see, the guy in the blue tank top, he goes turbo instantly. So it doesn't always happen, but it can.
Get away!
Section right here. We're just gonna go ahead. There's some handgun ammo right underneath the counter. We're not even gonna worry about that zombie. We'll just let Brad take him out. We need to grab the lighter, mix it with the lighter fluid, and then another cutscene will cue.
Brad, hang in there. Why isn't someone doing something about this?
I didn't know you were still alive, Jill. The police aren't trained for this kind of situation. What could they do? Listen, he's coming for us. We're both gonna die.
What are you saying?
You'll see. He's after STARS members. There's no escape.
Brad is brave as ever.
Brad is done. I mean,
Yeah.
in the zombie movie, he's done.
Yeah, he's got that nickname Chicken Heart for a reason. I mean, they were really ripping away at his neck. Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much over for him.
I know. So now we're taking this route up. What we want to do is this barrier breaks down.
This is a cool. There's some really cool mechanics in this game.
Yeah.
That they added from RE2.
Yeah, one thing I will say is Anthony's right. They definitely added a lot of really cool mechanics. They did add a dodge feature in this game, which, for all intents and purposes, it works if you practice it, right? You have to practice.
It's hard, though. It is
Yeah.
tough. That's what I heard.
You have to practice it. You have to practice trying to aim as soon as a zombie or creature's about to grab you, and then Jill will either dodge out of the way or she'll push them back. What we did was we used a lighter on that door that was doused in gasoline or some sort of oil.
Oh,
No,
those are dogs. Can't stand these things.
yeah. So now we're in.
Oh, the save music in this game.
Yeah, this song is called
So
"Free
good.
from Fear." It is a absolute masterpiece. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lighter away, the gunpowder B and the gunpowder A. We're gonna save that for a rainy day, and we're
Now,
gonna.
before I actually have a question, base.
Sure.
There was people that were in trouble. Are you able at all in this game to save random civilians?
I'm gonna explain that right after this cutscene. Good question.
Jill!
Brad!
We've got to... Jill! Help!
All right, so we have now something called a live selection. This is the first live selection, which is a choice that we can make that will have an outcome on what we do in that moment or sometimes later on in the game. I chose to enter the police department because if not, it would just really put us in a position to fight him. So to answer...
This game is stress-inducing.
Extremely, and it's okay. And the RNG in this game is very unforgiving, so it takes a lot of practice to get used to. So to answer your question, Anthony, there are times where you could see, like, who I believe is Dario's daughter trying to run back to where he is, and she gets eaten. You actually can't save... Yeah, you can't save any survivors unless you're playing the Mercenaries mode. Then that mode allows you to say... Yeah. So in this room... there are two different outcomes. There's either a zombie right to Jill's left as soon as she walks in the room, in that previous room, or there's nobody, and then there's shotgun shells on the table where we see a downed Marvin. Now, Marvin at that moment is actually still alive, but I think the zombies don't bother him and he's unconscious because he's infected. We're gonna go ahead and use the shotgun on... which we were trying to get both of those zombies in the hall, but... blast that guy back. Obviously, you can see these zombies are really tanky.
I can already tell that the momentum of this game compared to RE2, a lot more adrenaline, fast-paced, action-oriented.
Yes, this is like pushing survival horror and action to the max without it being a full action game, pretty much. So now we're going to grab the gunpowder A out of the closet, which would normally house Claire and Leon's costumes. We're going to go ahead and put the B gem away and that gunpowder A. And now we're going to make our way to the STARS office. So again, two different scenarios could happen up here. We could either have the bigger zombie right in this part, or we could have the three amigos right there.
That's a big zombie.
Yeah.
That's an obese one.
It is. And we used the STARS key for the STARS office. STARS office is looking beautiful with this HD texture pack. My goodness. We've got the lockpick, which is the reason we came here, and there's two different outcomes.
Nice.
Yes, there's two different outcomes that could happen right there, and I'll explain right after this cutscene.
No! Come anyone! Our platoon is cut off! No survivors found! This is Carlos! Send in support immediately!
Carlos. It's my guy, Carlos Oliveira. We're going to be...
What's funny?
What?
I want to mention that cutscene there. I remember seeing my brother play the RE2 demo.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the demo, you get to the STARS office, and you actually interact with that.
Oh, the communications thing?
dashboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. but they took that and they used it in this game.
which is very interesting because I think they were working on them simultaneously. So a couple things I wanted to address that we ran by. Now, obviously, Nemesis is now on the prowl, and he will be chasing us throughout most of Raccoon City. When we went to the weapons locker, we got the grenade launcher. It is not always the grenade launcher. Sometimes with the RNG, it could be the Magnum. The best RNG that you want and are looking for is the grenade launcher, just because you have the option to craft different ammo for specific BOWs coming up. If you get the Magnum, by no means is the run a failure. You just kind of want to plan accordingly.
And I want to mention, too, that this game takes place before RE2, like the day before, and also a day after.
Yeah, so 100%. This takes place before, during, and after the events of RE2. So it really is meant to be a spin-off. It was originally titled Resident Evil: The Last Escape. And since PlayStation had a trademark tie to the trilogy, they decided to make this a third game rather than Code Veronica being the third installment, which originally was the plan. So we took out the zombie dogs that are right outside the Raccoon City post office. We are inside the parking garage of it now. Right now, all we're doing is taking out these zombie dogs. Again, a lot of these zombie dogs, they have some ridiculous HP. And you have to just sit here and just keep wearing them down,
Just keep spamming that handgun.
And also, one thing you'll see that I have and put on later on in the run is the PC version allows you to keep track of your HP, your ammo, as well as the boss's HP. So I do turn it on for specific boss fights, but not very often in this run since I wanted it to be as clean as and authentic as possible. So we got the zombie dogs. Yeah.
Are we gonna fix our car and get a mechanic?
Yeah, that one was obviously overjumped. So we're gonna go ahead, go to this item box, right? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna switch that out with a gunpowder A and B and an A. Now what we need to do is make a little bit more room. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the crafting tool, combine those two, make a C and an A.
You did that so quick.
And then what we did was we made flame rounds. So a C is an A and B, and then mixing it with an A will make flame rounds, and then if we did it with gunpowder B, we would make acid rounds, basically. Just want to make sure we have the lockpick and the weapons that follow. We're gonna wait.
Crap.
And then we're gonna let them.
How'd you dodge that? That was like an impossible situation.
Yeah, you just gotta kind of give it a little bit of time. Certain locations require some patience, but this game is ever evolving, still to this day.
Uh-oh, new enemy.
Drain demos. So that is why having the grenade launcher is so important in the earlier portion of the run, because they cannot take flame rounds. I mean, the Magnum works. Carlos. Oh, the Biohazard 4 poster was right there.
Oh, good.
Now, there's multiple locations that extra gunpowder A can drop. I believe in this run, we never actually get the extra gunpowder A, so we just kind of have to make do. Now, the reason we took the lockpick was to grab the manhole opener right here, so the fire hook. We're going to go ahead and equip the shotgun. Pop those guys.
You just killed Larry.
Yeah, Larry, Moe, and Curly. So what I do is, I'll usually turn, and you guys have probably seen this in previous runs, I will turn my character and then try to lock on to see if the enemy still has any HP left.
Smart.
Now, since this is a fixed camera angle game, we can't see around corners very easily, so we gotta really listen and just be mindful of where we are. Okay, getting into another save room now. We're gonna go ahead and grab the rusted crank, and I decided not to. And we got some. Yeah, at first I pressed no. So we have some shotgun shells, which is always a beautiful sight. We're going to put away the lockpick, the rusted crank, and the grenade launcher for right now, and keep everything else. Yeah, we won't
Have you ever played this game on easy? 'Cause
Uh,
I have years ago, and it's like
I don't actually know
you
if I
start the
have.
game and you have like an arsenal of weaponry.
See, that's the thing that I think was a little, like, I wasn't a big fan of with this game is, like, you either play it on hard and have it, like, base, and then you play it on easy, it's, like, really easy. It's like there was no middle ground, which was kind of difficult, but I guess they were kind of just playing around with, you know, different HP and
You actually
DAs.
start out with the assault rifle. on easy.
Carlos's?
Yeah. I
Oh,
think so.
wow. Wow. All right, so now we're in the Raccoon press office, which is like the New York Times of Raccoon City, and we're going to have a cutscene right now where we're going to meet our wonderful Carlos Oliveira.
Oh, okay, good. So that's-
Hey,
Where am I?
relax. You're fine.
If you say so, but my head feels like it's about to explode. Anyway, name's Carlos. Glad to meet you, lady.
Jill, Alpha Team, RPD's STARS unit. Who do you represent?
Stars, I see. Well, I'm a member of the Biohazard Countermeasure Force sent by Umbrella Incorporated.
Sent by Umbrella?
Hey, don't look at me like that. What did I say? Do you have a problem?
Oh no, it's him! Come on!
Ow, that killed! Just so you know, I'm not into that pain is pleasure thing, okay?
Just deal with it. That thing wants me dead. We've got to get out of here! Wait, I have to ask you something.
I know. You want to ask me out? All the foxy ladies love my accent. It drives them crazy.
I have to know. Why did Umbrella send you here?
Because we're on a civilian rescue mission.
Oh, you're full of it. They're the ones who caused all this in the first place.
Look, we're just mercenaries, hired hands. Do you really think the master would tell his dogs why they have to retrieve the stick he just threw? Listen, if you want answers about Umbrella, you're asking the wrong guy. Believe it or not, we are here to rescue civilians. If you can trust me, join us. Think about it.
All right, the fact that he called me a foxy lady, I already trust this guy.
I was just thinking about this. Like, I feel like this is like Twilight, where there's a love triangle.
Yes.
You got Team Carlos and Team Nemesis, both gunning for Jill.
It's amazing.
They
That
both
was
want Jill.
a good. I like that. So now we are heading back into the restaurant. Zombies are now populating the bottom downstairs sewer hole that we need to get through, which is actually, it's kind of like the restaurant's freezer. I guess in like older landscape like cities back in like the 90s, I guess even in like New York City, right? They have like these downstairs that they keep like freezers and stuff. So
Usually it's like a cellar.
yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump right down here. I like how Jill gives a shrug like, what the f... Alright, so we got zombie number 1. There are 2 more zombies around the corner which we cannot see. I didn't hit the last one, but honestly, if he's the last one that's alive and he's that far back, you don't even have to waste a shot on him.
Nice. This game's got narrow hallways.
Very narrow. And it's really meant to entice that fear of Nemesis that you're not going to outrun him, you know? And you're not going to run by him, that's for sure. So we got ourselves the green jewel. We already have the blue jewel, and this is to open up the... Grab the blue jewel real quick.
I honestly love the layout of a Raccoon City map in this game. It's so good.
It's so good. So now, Nemesis is here. Sometimes he will sprint at you, so just keep resetting the room.
It's Nemi!
It happens from time to time that he will just be sprinting at you. And there's really nothing you can do about it. Just keep resetting the room. So now we're going to Raccoon City Hall. We got very fortunate that he wasn't just constantly sprinting, because A lot of the time he does just continue to run and you have to keep resetting the room. This is also very good RNG for this hallway. If you notice, Japanese is spelt wrong in this update. Koi Japanese food and delivery. So now we're just clearing out the zombies. This is a favorable RNG hallway for the Raccoon downtown, because sometimes they're awake, the zombies, and I wouldn't say it's harder. It's just, you know, they're charging at you.
Watch out for that car door when you come back.
Yes, we do. So now we're in the Lonsdale yard, and now we are making our way to the cable car, and a little cameo from our buddies over at RE2. Those guys up on this guy's body, the SWAT soldier. We had a bunch of shotgun shells, 14. We have the crashed truck from Resident Evil 2.
Really? Oh, no way.
Yes, that is in fact the crashed truck.
Oh.
So it is in fact started in the canon of this. So we'll talk more about that after
You're one of the
this.
survivors from the rescue team, right? I just ran into your teammate, Carlos.
How did a girl like you manage to survive?
Hey, I'm no ordinary civvy. I'm a member of STARS.
Stars? You mean the RPD Special Force Team?
Hey, is someone wounded back there? Oh, this looks bad.
They're coming. Get ready! Fire! Fire! Stay together!
Calm down. You're safe now. Everything is gonna be okay.
So Jill, did you decide to help us out? It looks like we're the only ones who survived. We should work together.
No, we can't trust her.
Why? But Sergeant, we need her help. Our unit's down to you, me, and Lieutenant Mikhail. That's it. And Mikhail's hurt bad. If we don't cooperate, we won't be walking away from this mission.
Fine. Then let's go over our plan. We're moving to the clock tower area, which is the designated landing zone for the extraction chopper. Once we get there and give the signal, the chopper will fly in and pull us out.
That's a lot of ground to cover. I don't think we can make it on foot.
The main problem we have is that the landing zone is cut off from here by the fire. So we have no choice but to use this cable car to navigate through it. Fortunately, we can also use it as a moving shield to get us through the worst areas.
That works for me. Good plan, sir.
Okay, people, let's get moving.
Jill, put this on.
Alright, so Carlos gave us a nice little side pack attachment that increases our inventory. The thing I like about the cable car section is you feel like you're safe for now, right? Like it's very, you know, and when he says that the worst places we're going through, obviously we're taking the cable car, I wonder what they actually look like.
Right. You can never trust that, the guy with the thick Russian accent.
Yeah, Nikolai. So we're gonna go ahead and a zombie breaks right out of the car door. We're gonna, I don't know what he's doing right here. Boom. And inside of the car is a gunpowder bee. We're going to use that to combine 3 gunpowder bees when we get back to the save room.
Now, you have to get certain items now, right, from different locations?
Yes, so we're going to touch on that in right now, actually. So in order to power the cable car, we need 3 items. We need the mixed oil, the fuse, and we need the spark plugs. We already have the spark plugs. We're going for the last 2. So we got 4 zombies.
Zombies going turbo.
Very aggressive. I don't like to use more than 2 shotgun shells in this area. We'll just go ahead and use the handgun to finish this guy off. Make sure he's dead.
Double tap.
Mm-hmm. So now we have
Triple
these...
tap if you have to.
If you have to. Now we're going to see the statue of Mayor Warren right here. We're going to grab the bronze book. And now we're going to go... do what we have to. So as I was saying earlier, that crash tanker was actually the tanker. No! No! He just runs and lets us fight off all of these zombies. But it's very important to take out all of these zombies right here, because in doing so, it clears up this entire, like, alleyway. And if you decide not to, and you go into another room, it's just going to separate them into different locations of this alleyway, and you have to take them out.
Smart.
So now we're going to go ahead. We're not using the handgun for quite a bit now. It's just going to be straight up shotgun and grenade launcher. We're going to get the reloading tool, and we're going to go ahead and combine these. Some shotgun shells. Now we have a shit ton. We have like 40 something.
It's buckshot time.
It is. It is. So yeah, that was the crash tanker from RE2. Obviously, the events of RE2 in the original version of RE3 seem to be happening a bit earlier than what the remake lets on. The remake kind of let on that it, happened when Jill was completely out cold, which will happen later. But
yeah, I thought that's when it happened, yeah.
I thought that's when they first got here, but from everything that I've read, that's the actual crash tanker. So we went ahead and we put the bronze book in. That stops the electricity. And we're going to go ahead and put this, I think it's a compass, inside of the Mayor Warren statue so that we could get a battery for a lift. Yeah, I like to...
Pretty much once you leave the RPD, not too long after that, Leon and Claire arrive.
Basically. And as you can see, there's a lot of jump scare factors. The dogs broke through what we did, and something that I mentioned earlier, resetting the room. Resetting a room is very important when you're going for any sort of no damage run, because it'll reset the monsters to where they're supposed to be located upon going into a room. So if they're charging at you and you see that there's no valuable way that you could actually kill them, just reset the room.
I don't know if you saw that dog that was just chomping on that dead corpse. Yeah, see?
Yep. Hey, let them munch. Time for us to get out of here. Alright, so now we're going to have the grenade launcher equipped with the flame rounds. And now we have 2 brain suckers to kill. So there's Drain Demos, brain suckers, and spiders that RNG themselves throughout most of the game. And I go ahead and reset, because that guy jumped over me, which he rarely does, and that was really scary. And now we're going to line ourselves up with this. Again, it's
so
one
which
shot.
Enemies are these called?
These are the brain suckers. They actually never made it to the remake. It was just straight up Drain Demos in the remake. There are Drain Demos in this game. We will probably see them later on in this run. But yeah, there's 3 types of medium-sized BOWs. There's the spiders, Drain Demos, and brain suckers. There's the battery. We took the lift, and now we're over by the infamous power station.
That's
right. Just cleared a path for ourselves with the shotgun. So we're gonna just run back here, make sure that the other gunpowder bees did not spawn there, because that is a spawn point for them. There's multiple spawn points for them. That's why you always have to be checking. So we're gonna put red, 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 blue for the first one. And then we're gonna put red, blue, blue, blue for the fuse room. Now we're not gonna grab the fuse just yet. We're going to actually leave it and come back for it. Just to save a little bit of item space, we're going to go ahead and just grab the Magnum right now, and we have ourselves another selection. Zombies are busting through. We have to make a choice. Yeah, we have to make a choice here. And I like to do head for the emergency exit since we're not grabbing anything right now, other than the Magnum.
Stars.
How that rocket doesn't hit Jill, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So now we have Nemesis on our coattails. He is actively...
So the dude has a rocket launcher, man.
Yes, where he got it from, couldn't tell you. But he will be actively pursuing us. Right now, we're pretty fortunate he's not chasing us. There are some instances where he doesn't completely chase you. By doing it through the strategy that we did, we got zombies in this area. It could very easily be hunters in this area, but there's certain things that we did in this run so far that prompted it to be zombies. We go to the gas station first, right? Different locations receive different outcomes.
This game has a lot of replay value.
Oh man, more than most of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I feel like this game is so good, and I feel like even me to a degree, I didn't play it nearly as much as I should have growing up, and it took me quite a long time to get to the point I'm at now with it. It took a lot longer than most Resident Evils. This run literally took me as long as the Resident Evil Survivor run to get, which took me quite a bit of time because, you know, if it's games that you haven't played enough of, whether they're good ones or bad ones, you have to learn the game itself before you can even practice routing it. So
That's
now,
on your channel, right? The RE Survivors on your channel.
yes, it is. It's the RE. So we have two runs over there. We have the RE Survivor S rank run, which was the canon run, which was the real ending. And then we also have one of the alternate endings. I do have another Survivor run that will be coming to the channel.
Another one you're doing?
I already have it done.
Oh, okay.
So went ahead right there. We shot the red barrel. Took out both of the brain suckers, which was just a great shot. Now, it could either be dogs right over here, or it could be zombies. And since it's zombies, much easier to just clear through. We don't have to kill all of them, because zombies, unless they're right next to you in turbo, they are slow. Little firefighter simulator right here. Go ahead and equip the grenade launcher with the flame rounds. And as soon as we go into this room, aim your gun, because there is a brain sucker, well actually a drain demos waiting for us now. And another drain demos right around the corner. And we have ourselves another cutscene.
No! Don't make me do this, Murphy. I don't want to shoot you. Kill me. I finished. Not human. Wait, we don't have to do this. Please hurry. Before lose conscious. Before too late. Kill me! Yeah! Murphy. Why? No. No.
Carlos!
Alright, so Carlos had to take out his old pal Murphy. We're going to turn on the TV. Aquacure. Escape to Ecstasy. Funny enough, in the Mercenaries mode, she is actually one of the survivors that you can save. So we're going to go ahead and put in Aquacure. And that will grant us access to the back room.
The back rooms?
Basically. Alright, so now we're going to have a plethora of ammo here. We're actually not going to grab the gunpowder. We're not going to grab the gunpowder A just yet because we want to combine all of the B because we're going to use it to make acid rounds. So go ahead, just combine those up real fast. Then we'll grab the
acid
B.
rounds against are good against what enemy?
The acid rounds are good against pretty much, I'd say, spiders, and definitely the Gravedigger. which is a mini boss that's going to be
right.
coming up. Zombie apocalypse, if you didn't know already.
Yeah, right. Damn. It's a scary cutscene.
Very. So now we're just going to make sure that all the zombies are taken care of. We're going to drop shot right there just to make sure. We took out one zombie that was on the floor that was, you know, playing a little hide and seek right there.
Base is quite the zombie slayer.
Yeah. Triple shot.
Oh, let's go. Woo!
Very nice.
3 for the price of 1.
And now we are... So now that we have the oil, right, we now just have to get the actual other version of it, and we're going to mix it to get the mixed oil. So now that we have that, we're going to go ahead and backtrack. So see, the zombies are spawned back there. We don't have to worry about them. We're not going to the RPD again.
You have to do so many errands in this game.
Yeah. What I will say is the Raccoon Uptown and Downtown is definitely the longest portion of this game, and it is the part that could mess you up the quickest. So we have crows. They're extremely annoying. And another natural selection that is pretty useless.
Yeah, this one I remember.
Yeah, so this natural selection, always climb up. There's no reason to drop down. All it does is drop you down in a sewer system that honestly just leads you a little bit farther back than where you need to go. There's nothing to pick up. There's no items. It's really just to confuse you and be like, what do I do here? And I have nothing equipped right now just because pretty much the route that we have going for us is not too bad. We're just going to go ahead and put away these gunpowder A's. We're going to go ahead and grab the grenade rounds, combine them, and get acid rounds. We're going to go ahead and combine the acid rounds now into the grenade launcher. The rusted crank as well as the jumper cables. Alright, so now...
So we're going to head to the gas station now?
So we're going to head to the power station first because we want to pick up the fuse that we left.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And now that Nemesis is despawned from this immediate area, it's just a little bit more cozy. All we have to do is run right back through the door we came from, pick up the fuse, and make our way to the gas station. Oh, yeah.
Oh, and the zombies are not there.
They're actually still in that other door that we came from because we didn't electrocute the area. They're all trapped in that one spot. So they don't break through, which is actually pretty fortunate. I don't believe they ever break through. I think it's just the illusion of, you know, in that moment when you're making a choice, do I escape or do I, you know, fry them?
Right.
Which is really, I do like the natural, like this alive selection aspect of this game. I thought it was really good. I wish they would have added that into the remake.
Yeah. Wish they would have added a lot more to the remake, but we didn't get that.
We did not get that, unfortunately. What the remake is, it is still a fun experience, but if you want to play the game the way it was intended to be played, I do recommend finding a copy of this game. Zombie dogs.
Whoa!
Yep, couple friends wanted to say hello, but we're not biting.
Yeah.
Well, they're not biting, I should say.
Totally jumped out of that window.
So now we're at the Staglia gas station. We got a DeLorean right here from Back to the Future.
Yeah, why is that there?
I don't know. Michael J. Fox just said I'm leaving it here. So the rusted crank broke, and now we're going to use the remaining of the wrench's use. And then, get rid of it.
It's like money. You need to leave it by the gas station.
I'll check over there.
I'll check over there. Alright, so here's a puzzle that really, you just have to press a bunch of buttons. There are combinations. So we have the seed that's lit up. We just need the seed to be the only red that's lit up. Now it's B, so now we just need to find out whatever combination will light up just B. Again, you could probably just keep spamming the buttons until you get it. There are, like I said, different combinations to this, but... There we go. So now we have the machine oil and the oil additive, and now we made the mixed oil. We have all parts for the cable car.
Nikolai!
So, yeah, that was pretty
The
dramatic.
DeLorean.
That was pretty dramatic. Imagine the DeLorean's the only thing that survived.
I didn't expect that to happen.
Oh. Our wonderful friend. We're gonna wait until he gets right over there, then run as he's about to do his punch. Nemesis always punches from the same side, so just take that tip as you will. And now we are taking on our first boss of the game, Gravedigger Part 1. So pretty easy strat. Pretty easy strat.
That's a trimmer.
Basically, we're just going to literally stand here and just hit him with about 5 or 6 acid rounds, and this is going to take him out.
That's it? Wow.
Yeah, pretty easy strat. You know, it could get very nerve-wracking, anxiety-driven right here, and you're like, oh man, I have to just keep dodging him. After about 5 or 6 shots,
Nice.
Yep, and we hear his roar. He is done.
How did you figure that one out?
Just a lot of practice. And with that, we are now done with the Raccoon City portion, right? The Raccoon Uptown and Downtown. And we are going to go ahead and make our way over to the clock tower now that we have all parts required for the cable car.
Save the clock tower.
On to the clock tower. So now we'll just put him in. You can put him in any order. I just put him in the way that I see it. So plug, fuse, and then mixed oil.
Carlos, I'm sorry about Murphy, but there was nothing you could have done.
Yeah, you're right, Jill. I'll operate the cable car.
Nikolai won't be joining us. Come on, let's go.
It's looking good.
Jill! Get out of the cable car, now!
Mikhail, wait, don't!
Get out of here! Hurry! Just a little closer.
Mikhail.
No! The brakes are out!
All right, in an explosive fashion, we arrived to the clock tower.
Wow, a lot just happened in a short time.
Yeah. And a lot more is going to happen in even shorter time. So we have the crows
My
out there.
brain can't even process all this.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and grab the clock T key.
Ugh. Well, let's just say R.I.P. to Mikhail.
Yeah, R.I.P. He's a real one. As soon as they break through the window, we're going to hold left and do a complete 360 and go right through the door. We have another...
Oh, hell no.
Carlos, I don't believe it. You're alive.
I'm not sure how we're gonna get out of this town.
What are you talking about? We made it!
You don't get it. They have no intention of letting us make it back alive. Do you really think we can trust their great evacuation plan? Huh, it's just a piece of paper.
But we don't have any other choice than to trust them right now.
No, if we're gonna die, then we should get to choose when it happens.
So that's it then, huh? You're giving up?
No, I just can't handle it.
Okay, our man Carlos just got severely bitch slapped.
God. So, what's worse, that or the slap heard around the world with Will Smith and Chris Brown?
Yeah, I don't know. They both pretty much had a lasting impact. So we're very fortunate here to have zombies, because you could have baby spiders, and for some reason, I don't know why, they give me a lot of trouble. They don't give everybody trouble. Some people say that they're annoying. Others are like, I've never had a problem with them. Probably just my luck as usual. Grab the grenade launcher rounds right on the table. We got ourselves...
Is he back, Nemi?
Not just yet. He's coming. We got 2 gunpowder A's, 2 gunpowder B's. So we also have a key that was hidden inside of the safe behind the picture. It's very good to have. Should we go ahead and put some of that stuff away?
So I just want to tell the viewers. So see how you are at walking around exploring the clock tower.
Yeah.
Take that in, because none of this even happens in the remake.
Yeah, this is just non-existent in the remake. You get to look at the clock tower from a distance. Yeah, they blessed us with that. But, I mean, we gotta just look to the future and just hope that future installments don't take any shortcuts. Alright. So now we're making our way up the clock tower. We have spiders, 3 of them. And we're not going to do anything to them, because we could literally outmaneuver them. They are definitely a bit annoying in this game, but nothing compared to RE2's. I also feel like you're kind of, except for like 1 or 2 portions in this game, you're pretty much forced to fight them in RE2. So
I haven't seen the large spiders in any of the new remakes either.
yeah, they completely scrapped that idea. I don't know if they'll be in any of the others. So now we're going to do the music box puzzle, which is a very...
Always got to have a music box puzzle in a survival horror game.
Yeah, if you don't have one, is it
That's-
really survival horror?
That's a staple. Silent Hill 2.
He's right. He is right.
Veronica.
So the code may be different on console, but over here on the PC version, it's up, down, down, up. So basically the puzzle is all completed for us. We got very fortunate with this RNG, but a lot of RNG wasn't, I must have been just like looking over something, but that's why I'm moving so slow here. I think I'm just processing in my mind, wait, is everything in the right place? Yeah, we only had to move one chime. One thing I'm going to note is how I keep saying that we got unfortunate RNG with the ammo. We did not get 2 gunpowder A's that we really needed to make enhanced gunpowder in this run. That would have made it a lot easier to fight Nemesis in the clock tower portion that is coming up very soon. You always really want to have, and I recommend having enhanced gun ammo. So another natural selection. This is going to determine whether you fight Nemesis at the clock tower with a grenade launcher or with tentacles. If you use the light... Yeah, if you use the light, it'll be tentacles. If you use the electric, it'll be the rocket launcher. I don't prefer the rocket launcher. A lot of people do, because they feel that the tentacle is a bit more annoying. I mean, if you keep your distance from the tentacle, it's easier than evading rocket launcher shots, so... So this is the one hallway we're going to use the Chronos key in. When we combine the two, it gets discarded, and now we have ourselves some wonderful spiders. We have a total of 3. This one is a cheeky bastard because he will literally lure you to your defeat. There's the one on the ceiling. I'm just going to go ahead and reset the room so he's back to his tether point. The tether point is where he is spawned in.
And that poor guy is just...
I mean, he did have grenade launcher ammo, so hey, I mean, RIP. Wow,
Yeah,
this guy got super aggressive right here. I don't even remember this. I just did this run like 2 days ago, and I didn't even remember that he got that aggressive.
What happened here? Oh
So
my
now
God.
we have the time puzzle. There are multiple outcomes, right? So the time right here seemed to be, I think it was, what, 6 o'clock? Or it looked like it was maybe 7 o'clock. So
The music in this room is creepy as hell.
yes. Yeah, so the combination was 7 o'clock. There are multiple combinations for all different times on the middle clock. So this combination is obsidian, crystal, amber. Again, this is one thing I want to tell the viewers. It might not be where the middle clock is on 7 o'clock. There are a couple of different options that I will read out to you. There's 11 o'clock, 10, 9, 7, 6, and 5 with all different combinations. So,
Wow.
so my recommendation would be write it down or have like some sort of solution guide up so that you can at least see it. So now that we made the Chronos gear, we're gonna get the bell tolling inside of the clock tower, and that is going to prompt us to our beloved clock tower Nemesis fight, and I mean that with sarcasm.
Alright, we're gonna find out. Let's see how it goes.
So this is a very, I don't want to say makeshift battle, but since we don't have the enhanced gunpowder, we have to make do with what we do have, right? You have to act on your feet in a lot of survival horror games, and Zombie Slayer could attest to that.
Yep. It's all about improvisation and adapting. Yeah.
That's what it is, man. Adapting on your feet. So what we're going to do, we're going to put everything away for the moment. And we are going
Cool
to...
sound.
Yeah, it's very ominous and creepy. So I was counting the amount of gunpowders we have, and we need a total of 7 in order to make the enhanced gunpowder, but we don't have it. So what we're gonna do is we're still gonna make a shit ton of handgun ammo. Now, funny enough, the handgun actually works pretty well against Nemesis, especially with the trick of getting him caught around the corner, which we're going to do.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, I've mentioned it 100 times. You can tell I'm a little butthurt about it. The enhanced gunpowder, kind of in a soft way, like stun locks him when you shoot it because it's very powerful. It's like the strength of the Magnum. As you guys can see on the top now, as I told you, I went ahead and put up my life, ammo, and boss health just so that we could keep track of what's going on. And we have ourselves another cutscene before the fight.
We're saved. Down here! It's finally over. Huh? No!
Stars. Stars.
Jill!
Stars.
Ah!
Stars.
So as soon as we can control Jill, a lot happened there, which we will dissect. We're going to let him do the tentacle.
Leave us alone.
Let him do the punch. We're going to wait right here because we want him to get stuck on that corner. So now we're going to line up with Carlos's foot, and we're going to use the Magnum, all 6 rounds. Once he gets to 400, there's an HP wall. And what that means is it'll make him go to his next phase where he drops down. Shoot him on the floor, and now we're going to keep him here. Remember, the handgun doesn't have a kickback on it, so he's going to run around a little bit. We're going to try to keep him in that one section, and once he reaches 0, we have taken him out. So again, a lot of preparation for this fight. Gotta really act.
She's in it.
It's as close as real running cheesing can be, right? Like, it's very... What I will recommend for people is to definitely use that tactic in an any percent run, which means just start to finish no damage. If you're doing the Nemesis percent where you got to take him out, it also does work, obviously. But it's more interactive if you fight him. I just choose to do it that way. And more cutscenes.
Jill! Jill! Hey, don't die on me. Jill!
October 1st, night. I woke up to the sound of falling rain. I can't believe I'm still alive. Carlos?
It looks like our roles have been reversed from when we originally met, huh? Don't worry, Jill. This chapel is safe.
I've been infected by the virus, haven't I?
Hey! Take it easy.
I'm okay. Don't feel any pain. But that's what bothers me. If I can't feel anything, then what does that mean?
Don't give up, Jill. I'll take care of you. Whatever you do, don't let that virus beat you.
So now we take over as our main man, Carlos. I'm going to put the ink ribbons away. Obviously, this is a 2-save run, but we're not going to make our first save until we complete the Carlos portion. So we're just going to take very light shots. We don't want to use up... remember, we're not going to get any more machine gun ammo as Carlos. So we want to make sure that we have enough to clear out the areas that we're going to be in.
I was just thinking that even though I'm not the biggest fan of the remake, RE3 remake, they did Carlos justice. They did a good job with that character.
Yes, his actor, the way that he looked, the way that he talked, how he was. I actually really, as much as I wish Jill went to the RPD in the remake, I did like Carlos' section in the RPD, and I did like his section in the hospital.
Yeah.
So we don't have to kill every zombie in that room. We just have to take out the ones that are necessary. And we're making our way to the hospital. Now, we could get different creatures. Spiders, it could be these annoying drain demos as well. Wait for this one. We're at 60%, which is pretty good. Trying not to waste all of the ammo. Now we have one more drain demos. Pop him off of the ceiling. All right. We made it through. We have, yeah, thank you. We have 50 bullets, well, 50%. I never understood that about the older games. It didn't just say the bullet amount, it showed like a percentage as if like we're using
they always did that with like machine guns or flamethrowers.
Yes.
For some reason.
So I'm just trying to bait these zombies. Very dangerous to do. Don't do it. Just come over here. Because for the off chance that he goes turbo, you take out like 2 zombies. And then sometimes there's a line like that where you could just avoid those other 2. Sometimes they go turbo. So just read the room.
And what's cool, this is the same hospital in Resident Evil Outbreak.
Yes, it is.
The hive level. Shit.
Damn.
Did not see that coming.
So one little trick right there, Ant, and I think you didn't even pick up on it because not many people are going to know. By going to the right in that opening cutscene and standing right next to the door, it actually prompts you having to run less away from the hunter because you could just run right. Now, if you were to stand in that normal section, you would have to probably evade him or really run for the door.
That's the Hunter XY?
Yes.
Appears to be a slight fracture in his right arm just below the elbow.
Just below the elbow. However,
what's that?
I love that guy's voice. I guess that's Dr. Bard. I don't know. I mean, I know Dr. Bard isn't in this version.
British.
I don't know. I mean, any doctor could be anything. So
I know.
He does have a strong British accent. So now we're going to go over to the data room, and we have another cutscene.
No! Nikolai? You're still alive?
You saw what happened.
What's going on?
I'm one of the supervisors. That's all you need to know.
Wait!
Okay, so I think the one thing me and Ant Zombie Slayer could definitely agree on, among other things, is there's so much that happens in these cutscenes, it's hard to process.
Yeah. And I thought Nikolai died in the gas explosion. How did he survive that?
We thought, but at the very end of that part, you actually hear glass shatter, so he must have jumped out a window right before the explosion.
Gotcha. But then it looks like he died again, so I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things. Now, in order to solve this puzzle the correct way, what you would have done is go into the room that's directly next to this room. Now, the reason I don't do it is because I have a couple of solutions already memorized. The zapping right there causes no damage on your health. It's just a shock factor.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
Yeah. So what that does is now it resets the room, and what we're doing is we're kind of trying to just figure out what platform this is supposed to be on. Again, if you go into the other room, you could basically figure out it's identical rooms that are facing back to back to one another, and whatever location this thing, like this cart we're pushing is where it would be in the other room. Reason I don't like to go in that room very often is because there are sliding worms, and they will just jump right on top of you, and that's it. That's the run. So, yeah, they're like those little yellow worms that are like leeches. Very annoying monsters. Again, one thing I'll say about RE3 Nemesis, on top of the many things that I love about this game, is that they really expanded on the BOWs. So obviously it's got to be the last one.
There's a lot of enemy variety.
Yes, that's the correct verbiage. Enemy variety. That's one thing I was very happy about. And again, since I don't have the exact location of where this cart has to go, we're just kind of winging it, and
Nemesis is basically a biohazard Terminator.
He really is. He's trying to take out all remaining STARS members, and also anybody that has ties to STARS members. And
He's going after Jill Connor.
Yeah. Basically what the feel is, right? A lot like the Terminator. So it could be a couple of different outcomes here. There's 325, there's 104, there's 531. All right.
2236.
Yeah. Like the that is the safe in RE2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy I remember that. Yeah, I've been focusing on Resident Evil 3 now for a little over a month, maybe a little bit more. Now we got zombies down here, which is very good, and I will explain why zombies being here are very good. A normal human being would not say zombies right outside of an elevator are good, but I will tell you why. If zombies are downstairs here, hunters will not spawn in this hallway later. Go ahead and take this guy out. We got a bomb on the wall. We're going to lock onto the bomb. Boom.
Whoa.
Now, that is the reason why it is so good that if the zombies spawn down there.
This room,
yeah. So we're going to go ahead and turn on the power supply. And having hunters not in that hallway are very helpful, because I've lost quite a bit of runs in my no save, no damage practice to those hunters. So we're going to put the medium base in, and the code for this is 1, the third knob, and then we're going to go below and we're going to hit A. So it's 1-3-A. And when we combine this right here, right, the vaccine medium with the vaccine base, we get ourselves the vaccine for Jill.
Oh, nice.
We're just gonna make a beeline. We're just making a beeline now, honestly. That's the best thing I could say. Now that we have the vaccine, we're just making a beeline back to Jill. And remember, as I said, this hallway now will not have hunter spawn. Very, very good.
Like the zombie system in this game is good too.
It is 100%. We do have hunters right here. Just enough ammo to spare with 17 bullets left. Yeah, it's all about just, taking your time, but also like just keeping track. It seems to be a time-based bomb. I love that. It seems.
Uh-oh.
Now we gotta run out of here, and we gotta watch a dramatic cutscene.
Come on.
Okay, so that building is gone. Annie Hoozles, we're gonna make our way back to Jill. So those are the sliding worms I was talking about.
That was nasty.
They are very annoying. One thing I will say on top of the many things I will say in this game, is that the monsters that actually only do about 1 HP damage are some of the most difficult to get around. Like the baby spiders, the sliding worms. Oh yeah, stars. We are going to do a quick turn, because we're not fighting him, right? This is not a Nemesis %. And we're just going to make it through. And run. And that is the Carlos section complete.
Hey! Are you okay?
Yes. Barely. What's going on?
No way! That monster just doesn't give up!
What? I thought we killed that thing!
No, it's been waiting for you!
He's playing with us. Carlos, do you think that it's unstoppable?
No, I don't think so. I'm sorry, Jill, but I've got to go take care of a few things. Oh, and bad news. Nikolai is still alive.
Nikolai? Are you sure?
Yes. I don't know how, but I do know that he is our enemy. Remember, don't trust him.
To be honest with you, Carlos, I didn't trust him from the moment I met him.
Yeah, I mean, like...
Yeah.
Soon as he opened his Russian mouth. Nope.
That was it. It was over. He plays that Russian bad guy role in like a 90s like movie so well.
90s,
yeah. So right here, what I was trying to do was I was trying to make some more flame rounds, but we're missing a gunpowder A because, again, we didn't get him earlier. You see how that could impact the run? Like, we're still reeling in from the fact that we didn't get those gunpowder A's earlier.
Yeah, you didn't get it what's it called, the extended gunpowder?
Yeah, we didn't get the extended gunpowder, but we needed an extra gunpowder A in order to make flame rounds right there.
Just destroying everything.
But it's pretty cool. He took out a door for us, so we didn't have a cutscene door.
Damn, he's hungry. Holy shit.
So one thing you want to make sure, and I probably didn't mention this and should have, make sure you have the lockpick in your inventory because you do need it, and if you didn't grab it, then you're going to have to run back and get around him. But, again, we already put it in our inventory, which was shown. Make a beeline for this door real fast, and it's another save room. One thing I'm going to say, a lot of save rooms on top of each other in this game. Since routing this game, I've noticed how many save rooms. And also, this is the save room we're going to make our first save in out of the 2 that we do.
Okay. What makes this a good place to save?
This is pretty much middle ground between the ending of from the beginning of the game to the ending. It's probably the midpoint of the game, truthfully. So that's why I decided to make a save there. Throw the ink ribbon away, combine up all the grenade rounds, and we pretty much have what we need. We're just going to take flame rounds out. And we're going to put the acid rounds away, really until the Gravedigger fight, because we are fighting the Gravedigger again in his full form. We don't need the lockpick anymore. A couple of the zombies are now in the ruins of the hospital. We're going to clear our way.
That got destroyed. There's so much explosions and
oh man, yes.
There's a lot of locations that you visit in this game.
One thing I will say, and I agree with you, the Raccoon Park. If you see the Raccoon Park, we got Hunter right here. We're gonna make a run for it. There are 2 hunters in this area, or it can be sliding worms. This area over here reminds me a lot of Dino Crisis, so you could definitely tell in these.
Yeah.
In these like jungle areas that this was heavily influenced at the same time Dino Crisis 1 was being made. Because they pretty much dropped around, I think, the same year, 99, RE3 and Dino Crisis.
I think when you got Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, it came with the Dino Crisis demo.
So we got hunters here. Yes, it did. So you could either get 3 hunters here or 3 dogs. I always recommend obviously wanting the dogs, but we get no choice.
This map also reminds me of the Raccoon Zoo from
Yes. Outbreak.
File number 2.
100%. Yeah, that was extremely dangerous because I realized in that last second I did not have my flame rounds out. Well, we managed. Hey, we work with what we have.
Yeah, exactly.
We got some Magnum bullets.
Adapt.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got some Magnum bullets on that UBCS corpse. We're gonna go ahead and combine up the umbrella biohazard counter service team. So now, again, in this area where we killed the zombies, there also could have been hunters, but we were fortunate enough to get zombies. So the trade-off is hunters in one area, zombies in another.
Gotcha.
So we got another hunter over here, but we're not going to worry about him. It looked like he was going to hit us, but trust me, he jumps directly over your head. And now we have to manipulate the fountain.
It was years ago when this game came out. It might have been PlayStation Magazine or one of the magazines, but I got a really cool Resident Evil 3 Nemesis poster.
Ooh.
Remember, like, it came with, like, all the characters?
That is pretty awesome, my friend.
Yeah.
So, the combination is actually right there. It's pretty much you have to get the dark cogs above the clear ones, and it's really just a combination of moving them around. There's no real, I mean, I'm sure that there's like an order into pressing them, but my recommendation, just go back in the video and just watch the order that I press them in, because I didn't write down which one to press at what time. So now, in real undead fashion, they're coming out of the ground in a graveyard.
Yeah, this
fits the memo. So we're actually coming up on the Gravedigger fight here, folks. So we got to lock in. So now we're going to get 2 gunpowder Bs and 2 gunpowder As. We need more acid rounds. Acid rounds are imperative against Gravedigger. It is his absolute weakness. So we're going to mix the A and B, make a C, combine it with the A, and we'll have an extra gunpowder A. You'll probably make more acid rounds in one sitting, but this is the combination that I knew off the top of my head. Adjust ourselves here. We're going to grab the... We don't need the grenade rounds. I'm so used to mixing them. You only mix grenade rounds with other types of grenade rounds to make more. When it's actually just a capsule from the reloading tool, you just got to use, the reloading tool. Now we have 18 acid rounds, which is more than enough. We can put the grenade rounds away. And we do need the lighter.
Can't forget the RPD lighter.
I don't know if I actually forget the lighter right here. It's very possible. Yep. And then I realized last second, I'm like, wait a minute, we're not doing this again. Don't forget the lighter. And there's just something with me, and this is a going joke for anybody watching. I did this in Resident Evil 2. Don't forget the lighter in RPD 2.
Love and hopefully they put it on console, this game, in RE2.
I know. I mean, getting them on GOG was a very big step in the right direction, so I do believe eventually we will. I still forgot the lighter. That is crazy. Gotta give it to me, man. Look, I realize now. Oh, yeah. Past Rob, you are fantastic. That probably is one of my favorite things about doing these commentaries, is like watching my gameplay after and being like, Pass Rob, what are you doing? So this is soaked in gasoline. So this is the end of the lighter. We could actually, this is the only game in the Resident Evil franchise where you could discard a lighter. So keep that in mind, a little note.
Good for trivia.
Mm-hmm. And now we're going to use the iron pipe to break through.
Basically Minecrafting out of the wall.
Yep.
Round 2 with Gravedigger.
All right. So now we got some more grenade rounds. Now, it could either be grenade rounds or mine thrower rounds in a lot of areas. So sometimes if you don't see grenade rounds, mine thrower rounds take the stage. And I don't use mine thrower rounds.
All supervisors, mission terminated. Return immediately. Repeat. All supervisors return immediately. Over.
I'm quite impressed you've managed to stay alive up until now.
And you seem to be doing a pretty good job of looking out for yourself. How about helping out?
I have no intention of helping you.
Because we're nothing but pawns in all this?
In a manner of speaking, you are. Our employers wanted a detailed analysis of the zombie beings which were created through infection by the T-virus.
You're saying that they deliberately sent in a military unit to be butchered by their creations?
Not exactly. Although the conditions encountered on this operation were extreme, it was an unexpected outcome that the team would be wiped out. We were only required to collect live data from the subjects.
Ah!
Another mutant!
Man, he really booked it out of there. All right, so we just want to make sure we have everything we need because Gravedigger is showing his face.
What's going on? Whoa! What is that?
That is holy.
That is terrifying. So as soon as the fight begins, we're going to make a run for it. Bait him to come out here. 1, 2. He stuns you. Totally fine if he stuns you. Just make sure you don't get hit by him. Blasting him. Even when he's going underground, just make sure that you keep hitting him with acid rounds. Now the trick here, we're going to stand by this left rock, the big... We're going to let him punch out of the ground like that. If you see that left rock, that left like boulder, we're lined up with it. We're at an advantage right now because he can't spawn up in front of us because we're blocking his spawn point, so he can only come up behind us. When he comes up slowly, that's how we know he's almost done. That's Gravedigger.
Wow.
I make it look easy, but trust me, the amount of practice that goes into actually doing that as clean as a whistle is many hours and many weeks of practice. So I do hope you guys are enjoying this so far.
Yeah. Make sure to give it a like, comment, subscribe to the Notorious Basis channel.
Appreciate that, my man. So now we at least don't have the sliding worms. We do have the spiders. And for some reason, it's weird. I always dreaded the spiders in other Resident Evils. This game, I was happy to see them because of how much craziness this game offers. It's a good song right here. Zombies. Pop this guy really fast. And the entire coast is clear up to the Dead Factory. So now we're heading straight for the Dead Factory since we killed everything else.
Nice, nice. This game also gives me Parasite Eve vibes, too.
Yes, it does. It's Parasite Eve, Dino Crisis, and Resident Evil, like, all in one. Go ahead and use the park key.
That's Raccoon Park, right?
That's all.
Wow.
Now we're over to the Dead Factory. We have another live selection right here. And honestly, the only thing this live selection does is a different ending. We'll either escape with just Carlos, or we'll get saved by a familiar face. So if you push him off, it'll just be the normal ending. But if you jump off, you get the special ending. We'll discuss the endings at the end. So now we are in the Dead Factory. That's what they've coined this as. And we have one more cutscene for a little bit.
Carlos.
Jill, listen very carefully. They're planning on launching a missile directly into the city as soon as day breaks. The explosion will be powerful enough to destroy everything.
Are you sure about that?
Positive. I heard it straight from a supervisor.
They'll go this far to cover their tracks?
Come on, we have to hurry. There isn't much time left.
All right. Carlos is really serious about this. Let's grab the facility key. So make sure we have what we need at this very moment. Make some flame rounds.
That's a nice name for a factory, Dead Factory.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm gonna work my shift tonight at Dead Factory.
This is actually the final place we will be making a save in this run. So this is the second and final save. We're going to be taking on both versions of Nemesis. Do I save here? Yeah, I do. Right after this puzzle, I believe. So yeah, this puzzle, the steam actually doesn't hurt you, so if you do get bumped by it, it's kind of like the zap inside of the hospital as Carlos, but it's just easier. You could actually avoid having to do this puzzle and just kind of bum rush your way by spamming A as you're running into the smoke over there, and you could actually press the button, because again, it does no damage to you, but I just do the puzzle for the immersive factor.
There's a Dead Factor-like place in RE0, I remember.
Really?
Yeah, it's the end of the game. It's like a
chemical
plant, and it looks a lot like this.
It actually might be the Dead Factory. Because in RE0, you seem to go to a lot of places. You go to, like, RE2's location.
Yeah.
I guess I don't save here. I wonder where I do, is the question. I might actually save.
Mystery.
I might actually save over by the water puzzle now that I think about it, which makes no difference.
Oh, the infamous water puzzle.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna grab the MO disc or the system disc.
When we were gonna get to that.
It's coming.
Everyone's favorite puzzle.
As he said with severe sarcasm and pain. Okay, so that zombie... If there's just one straggler alive, you can keep your eyes on him. It's the others that you really can't. So this area right here is the part that actually is very difficult for the no save, no damage, because it could be anything. It could be brain suckers, it could be hunters, it could be zombies, it could be drain demos, so...
It can be werewolves, vampires.
At this rate, yeah. So we have hunters inside of here. I was listening in for what... Wow, he's actually trying to swipe me right there. We took those guys out.
These enemies are aggressive.
Yeah, there is a lot of enemies in a lot of different areas. Like, imagine, think about that. You have drain demos, 3 of them in that last area, then 2 hunters right there. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So this is where we make our save. I believe we make the save after the water puzzle, because I didn't want to have to keep putting in the water puzzle just in case anything happened.
Good.
So there are a couple of different combinations that I'm going to make sure.
And here we go.
Yeah, okay, so we have 3 gunpowder Bs down here and 3 gunpowder As as well. So this is where we're going to get a lot of our freeze rounds. Freeze rounds are very good on the disposal Nemesis fight. So we're going to make sure that we make those. So there's a couple of different solutions. There's high empty, medium low, medium empty, and high low. So if we look at the top, we have medium low, because it's all based on a gauge. So medium low will be A, right once, B, right 3 times, and C, left 4 times. Do A, right 1, B, right 3 times, and left 4 times for C. And that'll match the frequency. Let's check it out.
Holy cow, he did it.
Water quality check has passed.
That was like so quick.
Yeah. All right.
You could spend hours
Yes,
on that puzzle?
this is an infamous puzzle that has, shout out to the people that figured it out. I know Carcinogen SDA, a very close friend of mine, was one of the people that actually figured out the different combinations. He's one of a few. I don't have the names of the other content creators that figured it out, but shout out to them as well. They actually figured out the different combinations for that puzzle so that we didn't have to be as stressed. So thank you guys.
Good job.
We're gonna make ourselves, some extra freeze rounds right here. So now we have a total of 19 freeze rounds, which is more than enough to deal with disposal Nemini.
Awesome.
Grab the Magnum, grenade launcher. I'm just grabbing everything at this point. And this is where we're gonna make the save, I promise. The facility key we also need.
Jill got big pockets.
She does. Now, the reason that I come down here and use the facility key in this machine is to actually unlock the weapons locker room, which does have a rocket launcher. I actually don't use it, but honestly, at this point, I figured I'd just show that to anybody who wants the rocket launcher. Do with that what you will. That is actually where you get the barcode required to unlock the locker.
If you do use it, is it what enemy is it good against? Like Nemesis?
The final Nemesis, yes. Yeah, you could definitely take out his HP. If you take out Nemesis's HP in the final boss fight below 0, he actually just sits in a corner for the entirety of the fight. So of course we got the Drain Demos right here. Definitely annoying. Reset the room, but there's a chance that they won't be in the correct area. Boom. Don't know where these guys are. I'm being a bit aggressive here.
The creature was like covering the elevator.
I don't actually, now that I realized it, I don't think I saved yet. I think I save in the spot that I thought I was going to save earlier, just I do it now. Because it's right before the 2 boss battles. Yep, here we go. So this, guys, finally is the last save we will be making of this game, and it is right before the 2 boss battles with Nemi.
Almost at the end.
Alright, saved up and ready to roll. Go ahead and switch over to the Frost rounds.
Somehow Jill is still alive.
So yeah, she has to keep emphasizing that. And now we head over to the wonderful boss room.
You're still wandering around.
Nikolai? So, you want to get out of here alone? Is that your plan?
I made certain none of the other supervisors survived. Since I'll be the only one who knows what really happened, I'll have more bargaining power when it comes to discussing my bonus.
Then why kill me? I'm not on their payroll.
They want you eliminated for reasons of their own. The amount is modest, but there is a reward to be claimed upon the confirmation of your death.
That's great. Except I have no intention of contributing to your retirement fund.
You alright over there, pal? You were talking big.
Check his pulse.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
That guy got absolutely annihilated.
Nikolai? Oh,
Damn!
cooked. Alright. We have to go ahead and use the MO disc right in this door, and this will begin the disposal fight.
Warning. Proceeding with operation in 3 minutes. Please evacuate immediately. Stars. Stars.
definitely say about this fight is that Nemesis is really slow. Freeze rounds work best against him. We're going to keep our distance. You cannot defeat Nemesis when he is on a knee, but you can inflict HP damage to him. You have to make sure he's standing in order to kill him. Right.
Dodge, nice dodge.
And finish the job.
He's getting cooked.
Yeah, he got cooked. So now, with this red umbrella key card, since we went ahead and put the facility key inside the barcode door, we would use this red umbrella key card in order to take the lift down that was inside the steam room to get the rocket launcher. We are not going to do that in this run.
Missile attack confirmed. All personnel evacuate immediately.
Alright, you heard the lady. Time to evacuate.
Nasty. It's like the body of Nemesis just went into just a bile of... I don't even know what that was. A pool of bile.
Yep. So now we have some naked laboratory zombies. I don't know where they came from, but we're just going to clear a path. We don't need the freeze rounds anymore. We don't have to worry about them. Really, we don't need any weapons from here on out. It's just a matter of... it's all dependent on how you want to fight Nemesis at the end. If you do want to fight him, I recommend having a few Magnum rounds, a few acid rounds, and the rocket launcher. And I'm just showing everybody because so you know where to go. Now we do grab the rocket launcher, but I'm not going to use it. So this is the room right here, and this is what that barcoded key is for. And you got 4 shots, so it's... and there's also grenade rounds right there as well if you need them. Key card.
More Zeds.
More Zeds, they're here. Watch them on the floor. Okay. Nice clear area.
Jill, where are you? If you can hear this transmission, respond immediately.
I'm here. What's up?
I got us a ride. The chopper engines are running and ready to go.
On my way.
The city's about to become ground zero. Hurry up! And don't forget to take that device with you.
What does it do?
That device tracks the distance of the approaching missile. Make sure you bring it with you. Now listen to me. Don't give up. We're both gonna survive this. Just get over here!
Alright, so now we have that. There's some Magnum bullets inside of that shelf. The glass is broken.
Warning.
Desperate times.
Yeah. So this like portable receiver kind of keeps track of the location of the final Nemesis while we're fighting him.
Evacuate
It's like a cool feature.
Yeah.
Sort of like a timer.
Kind of
in
just
like a cool way.
yeah, keeps a good eye on him. Go ahead, pop that zombie right in the head. Keep an eye on the ones that are laying on their stomachs because they can bite you, but you can run around them. We're heading into the final boss room of the game, folks. Here we go.
We're almost there.
It looked like there was a giant battle between BOWs and the UBCS because we see a lot of bodies riddled throughout the entire area.
Yeah. Yep.
Very cool.
There's one recognizable BOW in this room.
Yep. There's actually a few of them. Right there. Right underneath the machine.
No way.
Yeah. Well, this is where the other ones drop down that didn't drop into the RPD.
Those are the other Mr. X's.
Yes, they are. And there was a huge battle that looked like it went on over here.
That's so cool.
Battery connected.
One of the most disgusting looking final bosses.
And of course he's back.
Yeah. They love their different variation boss fights in the originals. So this one will shoot acid out at you, so definitely keep some distance.
What in the hell was that?
So we're slowly moving to try to just kind of keep him at bay. We can see where he is. We have to turn on all 3 batteries in order for that gigantic weapon to start shooting.
Railgun, right? And then you want to lure him?
Yes. So right now we have him up here. He's going to shoot acid or he's going to do a swipe with one of his tentacles. Go ahead and let him drop down over there. Got to keep an eye on where he is. So he tracks you, like he's just targeting you, so that's why keeping distance from him and knowing where he is at all times is so important. Firing up the rail cannon. There he is. We're going to run over here so that he jumps up on top. Now, I have the rocket launcher out, but I actually was fortunate enough to not have to use it. And actually, she kind of runs faster with it.
Faster with the rocket launcher?
Yeah, because she just holds it down. Very weird. Now we're just keeping our distance. He's right above us. And now once we have that area opened up, we're going to trap Nemesis into this hallway. Okay. 396. All right. There we go. Distance, have him stay in that hallway. Need one more shot, so we'll just keep running back and forth to try to keep him in this area. Now, if we go back this way, we'll have him turn around. And that, folks, is Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. And now we can't leave without Jill saying her famous punchline.
Warning. System overheating. Enter cooldown mode.
The end of Nemesis. Classic Jill Valentine line, you want stars? I'll give you stars. And now we'll make our great escape.
Jill's a badass.
Yes, she is. And me and Anthony will be back to discuss some things right after the final cutscenes.
Jill! Over here!
All right then, we're out of here.
Oh no.
It's here. It's time to go.
That's it. I've had it. This time they've gone too far.
And now we have a rather unfortunate turn of events. It seems that the President and the Federal Council have passed judgment over the civilians of Raccoon City. The President and Federal Council have ruled that the Bacillus Terminate operation is the best course of action for this extreme situation, and have since executed. Based on that fact, Raccoon City has been literally wiped off the map. Current reports have the death toll surpassing the 100,000 mark. Our hearts go out to those poor civilians of Raccoon City.
Alright guys, and that wraps up our Resident Evil 3 and Nemesis no damage, any percent, and yes, we did get an S rank.
That was awesome. And for a game that came out in 1999, that final cutscene was awesome.
It hits a nerve, right? It strikes a core, because like growing up, we've loved Resident Evil all of our lives, me and Anthony and many others. And this was really a nice send-off to Raccoon City and all that it meant. So that, folks, will do it over here with us. Thank you, Anthony, once again for being a part of this project and all of the RE Trilogy videos.
You're welcome. Before we go, there was something you wanted to mention, right, about certain different ending?
Yeah, so very good. Thank you for saying that. If we decided to jump off of the ledge heading into the Dead Factory, Barry Burton, a famous STARS member, would have been the pilot that picked me and Carlos up. Jill and Carlos
Barry
up.
Burton. Oh, that's
yeah, awesome. Talk about an awesome cameo. We only see him in that moment, but it is really cool to see him, and that is a really cool ending as well. So again, special thanks to Ant Zombie Slayer for jumping on the commentary, and thank you for being here, my friend.
Always. Yeah. He's always a blast. He's always a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. And me and Anthony are going to be heading our way out. Stick around to see the end results, and thank you again, guys. A no save, no damage of this run will be on the way shortly. Until then, this is the Notorious Base and Ant Zombie Slayer.
Zombie Slayer.
Signing out. We'll see you for the next one.
Stay vigilant.